Hey Ernesto, good afternoon.
Hey Adrian, good afternoon. How you doing?
Good, good. I actually just came across your uh Luma event
Hey
the
Ernesto,
other day.
good afternoon. Hey Adrian, good afternoon. How you doing? Oh,
Good, good. I actually just came across your uh Luma event the other. Sorry, there's like some feedback here. I'm gonna try to leave and come
yeah.
back.
No, I think it was my end.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think I had YouTube live going on at the same time in the same computer.
Okay.
I had
Yeah,
to.
I was very interested because I saw you were with doing an event with Founder Familia actually.
Oh, cool. Are you part of the Familia group?
No, I just saw them for the first time this week. So I wasn't able to attend that meeting, but yeah, I think they're a very great organization and I would love to be a part of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll email you there. Yeah, you should sign up. Are you a founder?
Yeah, right now I have a design studio for early stage startups, but I'm doing my own different product outside of that and looking to launch that sometime in the future. So more of the traditional founder sense.
Okay. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I will email you some stuff after this.
That'd be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't stay for the whole time, but I'd love to also see what you'll have to say today.
Yeah, and we'll plan to do some stuff on a monthly basis too, so it'd be good if you'd be part of the group. Are you here in LA?
Yeah, I'm here for LA right now and looking to move to the Bay sometimes by summer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Like everybody.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
people try to move there. Are you planning to do anything there? Like any
Yeah, I mean the goal is to kind of just get in some accelerator programs in there and then
okay.
continue
With like
building.
Stanford or
Stanford or kind of just Stanford is definitely one I've been eyeing. They're
Mhm.
more specifically like the LDT program, but more so like just startup accelerators like Founders Inc. Things like that.
Okay. Have you looked at the L band?
L-Bank? No, I don't. I don't. What is that?
Yeah, they're like a stem off Stanford. It stands for Latin Business Association Network.
Oh, that. Yeah, I actually did come across them
Yeah,
recently.
I'm one of the mentors there for their cohort they're currently having. And I'll be up there on May 30th is their graduation, but then they're gonna start another cohort, I think
Oh, I
later
see.
this year.
How often do you get very early stage founders in that accelerator?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, it's like
Are you
I think
like
I saw it
pre-seed?
like yeah, seed, right? Or pre Series A.
Uh, yeah, I mean, there's two cohorts. There's one that's scale up, and
Hmm.
those are for business that are making like $1 million plus.
Right, right.
And then there's another one which is for smaller businesses, but they have to be in business. I don't know what's the requirement, but you need to look. I think, but it's for much smaller because one of the mentees I'm mentoring, they're like a little under $1 million a year.
I see. I see.
But if you're pre-revenue, yeah, you might not. I don't
Yeah,
know.
definitely
You
pre-revenue.
qualify.
So have to look. I'm looking elsewhere, but no, thanks for that.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Uh, yeah, so a few people signed up, but if we just me and you, we might do. Oh, here's someone else coming in. So, hey, Rosalind, good afternoon. You're muted, so I can't hear you.
I just made it in the house. I was just telling us I got to go.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a few minutes for people. Hopefully, some more people will trickle in.
Yeah, I'm surprised at its participation because I am really working on follow-ups and I have to sit now. Next month I'll be working on a calendar because I need to block out when I'm gonna email. That's what I'm working on, emailing.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
And you have to have a story to tell the email. So
Yeah.
Dexter did send me a platform. I haven't used it yet, but he sent it. So
Okay.
I'll implement and I'm trying to work this.
Wow, wow, that's good. Yeah, if you get stuck in anything, feel free to email me and
Yes,
hopefully I
it's
can help you unstuck you.
whoo, I got my hands full, but um I can do it.
All
I
right.
just got to do a better job. I got to. It's
Mhm.
you got to multitask with your goals. That's what I'm working on now.
Yeah, if you time blocking works a lot with me. Like you want to work on your calendar, like before I usually like on Sundays because it's like my rest day. I'll
Uh-huh.
go on my calendar for the whole week and I block, how much time I want to spend on each task.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, I'll be like all over the place. You're like a chicken with no head, like you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
And it brings my focus. At least it works for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but you can try it, see if it
I
works.
know it works better. Monday for sure I could do
Mm-hmm.
my I have that. I just need to add 2 days. That's yeah, so yes. Okay, you record.
Let me
Okay.
start recording. Um, yeah, a few people signed up, but I don't know, maybe they're not coming. But I'll have this in recording, so
Okay,
they'll
I'll
have
put
it.
it on mute. Okay.
And I'm also live on YouTube right now. So let's get started. Thank you guys
Okay.
for coming
Okay.
for this session. This is part of my CMO series, and this is part 4 um, out of 8 parts. And now we're at the AI with a heart, AI with corazón technology that feels human. So this is how to use AI without losing your brand voice, community trust, or authority. And let me just have a check here. Are you guys seeing my slide correctly? Everything's good on the screen? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. So what to expect today? Today I'm gonna go over these 5 things. So AI without sounding generic, how to protect your brand voice, keep your message connected with your values, add human stories back to AI assistant content, and audit your brand before automation creates without creating confusion. And we're gonna have there's a little heart filter I created that I think is kind of cool for all of you guys to check out. Um, so there's a lot of fear behind AI. There's also a lot of enthusiasm about it, but and some of the fears is about you don't want to have your brand sounding too robotic. Um, will my community still recognize us? Would automation replace our voice? Would speed come at a cost of trust? And that's something that, those are some real fears that people, businesses are feeling right now. Uh, but the way I see it, I think AI should also, it's a great enabler, especially for us being small businesses. Um, and I think it can give you a lot of the tedious tasks to AI. You still have to have the minds behind it. You still want to make sure your voice is heard and it sounds like you. So AI should amplify your heart and not replace it. Um, what AI is good at, it can bring speed and structure, and it can also give you ideas and drafts. But what it cannot replace, you see on my right hand side of the screen, your story and lived experiences, your values and your judgment, and your community relationship. So authenticity is not a marketing trick. Not this. You don't want to sound casual or adding emojis or pretend to be really. Oh, hold on. Let me add someone's coming in. Hey, Demetrius. Sorry, we're in the middle. Um, you don't want to just following your tricks. Um, when you're doing like AI posts, that's like adding a bunch of emojis or pretending to be relatable, but be more authentic, like have some words, some actions, some customers experience align, being rooted in something real and not perform. Need to put you guys up here. And if you have any questions during any of this, feel free to put it on the chat or raise your hand and I can stop it and ask your question. So will brands lose their voice with AI? And you ask AI to write before defining the message. You copy generic prompts from the internet, you publish it without editing the truth. Remove specific stories from your content, prioritize volume over connection, and you let convenience replace your judgment. So as you can see, AI, as we have been talking, it goes wide, and you want to go narrow. One of the things I've been stressing a lot throughout this series is your ICP, your ideal client profile. And that is so you can focus on your actual target audience and not be all over the place, and also start getting your own voice. What is your niche? Who's your niche market? What makes you be unique? And that's really going to define your uniqueness and is going to attract. Also, it ends up attracting people to you because then it attracts people to you and also going to repel people that are not for you, are going to not even contact you. So AI produces, corporate sounding language, placeholder stories, general audience messaging, and smooth and but forgettable tone. And your heart will add, a real customer objection, a founder's personal reason for starting, a community specific moment, a decision that showed your values. So here's the filter that you also always want to check are all of you guys using AI like ChatGPT? Who raise your hands who's using ChatGPT and yeah, who's using Claude as their preferred? Demetrius and Adrian. Okay. Yeah, I started with chat and now I think I'm starting to use Claude a lot more often. But since I think everybody here in this call is kind of familiar already with chat or with AI, either chat or Claude, before you start do a prompt, make sure you train it, put some stuff about you. Does it sound like something that we would actually say? Would the customers recognize this as us? Is this connected to our values? Is there a real story, example, or point of view? Does this strengthen trust or just fill space? So, like for number one, this sounds something like we actually say. Put some. You always want to train. I hope you guys are training your AI, so your GPTs or your Claude on your project. Put some samples of your writing, so make sure it sounds like you. And that will also help recognize some of your customers. You can even put some of your customers' testimonials in there. And then if you have values, I strongly recommend all small business owners should have your own values. That way you definitely gonna know when to say no to something and when to say yes to something, be like clear, crystal clear. So make sure you have some values for your business and upload that to your GPTs or to your Claude. And then is there a real story? If you have a founder story or a point of view you want to bring across, upload that to your chat. And that way, once you put all that, that's gonna be your brand, it's gonna be who you are, and then you can do your prompts, and you're gonna see it's gonna start speaking a lot more like you. So the human-led AI workflow. Use AI as your assistant, not the author of your brand. You are the author, you should be the one in charge. Start with the human truth. What do you believe in? What do you want people to feel? Use AI for the structure. A lot of good things about AI that is very structural. So you can like just brain dump everything you're thinking or everything you want to do on AI, and it will structure it for you so nicely um, for you to digest it. Um, and then you can add specificity. So insert like some customer stories, community language, something that you lived through experience. So if you have a founder story, like I mentioned, or if specific story like you want to depict, put that there, and then you can edit the voice, remove any generic language, and make it sound like your brand. And always you want to, fact check alignment. Does this match your promise, your values, your customer experience? And this is kind of going back, a good thing to check on what AI can do well. They can brainstorm with you. As I mentioned, you can, brain dump on AI and you brainstorm ideas and other creative angles you might not have thought of. It can also give you a nice structure. Give them everything you're thinking and tell them to structure it for you or organize it for you or give you a curriculum and you put it together for you. Um, is great for drafts, first version draft or something you're thinking of. And then, of course, you want to edit it and make sure it starts sounding like you. Repurpose is something really good. Um, I used it quite frequently because like I do this long format webinar, can be an hour, maybe it's a little few nuggets in there. So you put it on AI, it will cut it for you, and you give it a bunch of little repurposing short videos or short texts about what I just mentioned or this webinar. So you can, have it short little reels. You can have a little post about it. You can have a article about it. You can have a whole bunch of little stuff about it, even some audio tracks on it on a long webinar. And it summarizes, good summarizing things. So you have a meeting, you can ask AI to summarize it, and you summarize it. You need translation. It is great for translating. If you want to depict, or if someone speaks to you in a different language, you can quickly translate it. And for A and B testing too, you can test very variations of your saying what you're trying to say. This is very good if you're doing any online ads, such as Meta ads on Facebook, or if you're doing Facebook, Instagram, or if you're doing anything on the Google side of ads. Also, it's going to be very good for A and B testing. And simplify, of course, any thing that's very complex. AI is really very good at simplifying it for you. Now, what AI cannot do, it cannot give you your why, the purpose behind your business, your values, the ones you actually live by, your lived experience, stories that you can tell, and your community history. If you have a community, if you are a member of certain organizations, those things you want to also make it relatable. Your judgment, what is worth saying and what isn't. Your promise, all your companies should have a promise. What are you committed to make your customers? What was your commitment? And your reputation, what people say when you're not there. And then customer relationships, the trust that take years to build, that's also something AI is not good at. So work on anything in this page here is something that all business owners, all small business owners especially, should definitely work on that, and make it as unique as yourself as possible. That way, you're not going to be replaced by AI, but AI is going to just amplify your business. The first thing I mentioned was, finding your why. And I think that's the most important thing on my previous slide. And if you're not familiar with Simon Sinek, I definitely recommend you guys read his book, Start With Why. And he also has a great TED Talk on YouTube. You can just search him up. and you'll see it if you haven't seen that. And and his philosophy is the golden circle. And you want to start with your why. Your why is the purpose, cause, or belief that drives you. So before defining what you sell or how you operate, articulate why your brand exists. And from there, so like the why, you can be, we exist too, and this is your cause or belief or purpose, the reason your organizations exist beyond money. So like, why do you decide to do what you do? Make sure that is crystal clear. And whenever you're down, this actually works a lot with me, because even when you're down or something doesn't go the way you want to go, that's just part of business, and you go back to your why, and then it will lift you up, because you're gonna be like, this is why I'm in business. Sometimes not because the money, maybe you lose the deal or something bad happens, but why are you in business? Why you decide to go this route and not chose a different business? And then you discover your how, So how are you gonna do this? How are you gonna enforce your why? And then what are you gonna do? What then is actually your products? So if Rosalind, if you clean, why, that's your what, your cleaning services. And how you do it, and then why you do it is something that you have to define. It's more internal about you. But that way you're not gonna sound generic. You're gonna sound like, this is Rosalind Kelly services. And that just leads to my next slide. So generic AI versus AI with corazón, or with heart. So generic AI version, I have a sample here, we are committed to providing excellent service and high quality solutions for customers. If you have it with your heart, we built this business for the customer who is tired of feeling like just another transaction. Every service call should feel like someone's actually paying attention. So that just feels a little bit more, insight of what the actual business is than just being generic. And test this out. If you guys are still working through your why, your how, your customer profile, make sure you test it, and test it with your community. No better way to test it with the people close to you. If you don't have an organization that you're a member of, your family members, they can test this out. Does this language respect your community? Does it sound like they understand what you're trying to sell? Are we speaking with them, or are you speaking at them? Are you using AI to create a connection or just content? And would this message feel right if it's, say, face to face with someone? So this is the heart filter, and you start with your authenticity. Make sure it's aligned. Ensure your words, your values. The first part on the left is everything that you're gonna add to your GPTs or your AI, and then you will do the prompt, and then you filter the human connection, and you're gonna audit your foundation, and you want to ensure that your brand voice is consistent across all platforms, and your voice works, and also you're building a strong trust, and you test it with a few small people, not small people, but smaller communities. So like, your family members, or any business partners you might have, or trusted customer you might have. Test it out. Make sure they're feeling it and they're getting what you're trying to say. And then you can automate, and then you can definitely expand it to the entire world and use AI all you want until you get tired using it. So, get it to millions of people, thousands of people. And now I just want to get a little bit on the branding side of it, just auditing for your brand. The brand alignment audit. once you start getting some automations with AI, audit it. Make sure you aligns to your brand at all times. You always want to protect your brand. I think your business, your brand, especially if you're going to build some equity in the future, your brand is the most important. As you grow, you build brand equity. People start getting to know your name, and it's so much easier to convert a sale once you have brand in place. And that is your brand voice. So, make sure it aligns with your brand voice, your customer journey, email and social tone should be, facing what you want to say. AI assisted content risks. Um, your message consistency, your website language also speaks the same values and positioning and gaps between promises and experiences. And if you experience any of these items, you need a brand alignment audit. Like your content sounds different across platforms. If you have a team, your team is using AI without any brand guidelines. Your website will say one thing, but your customer experience is another. Your messaging feels polished, but it's not personal. Your audience engagement is dropping. You're creating more content, but getting less connection. And your brand sounds like competitors. The last one is extremely important. You don't want people that your marketing dollars going to competitors. If you start sounding like competitors, what's going to happen? Your customers are going to start just not knowing the difference and going to competitors. Even if they see your ad, they would think, oh, this is so and so, and it's not really. So make sure you sound like you. And I want to, technology should make your brand more useful, not less human. AI can make you move faster, but your heart is what makes people care. And if you or anybody that you know might need like needs a book of brand alignment, I'm here to help you guys out. You can always reach out. I have my link here, 907k.com/call, and we can go over any of these items. If your brand is not clear, your message is aligned with values. Is your AI assistant content helping you or hurting your trust? And if you're creating connection or just more noise. So hopefully I didn't go too fast. And I just want to open it up now for any Q&A or any questions that someone might have about any of the topics we discussed. Oh, I have a few questions. Oh, Rosalind, you're muted. Okay. I think Rosalind wants to talk more about video. Hey, Rosalind, can
Okay,
you
I'm
explain
back.
of the video?
Yeah, okay. I was wanting to do a video with my cleaning where I see other people demonstrating the movement of how to use the product that I use for the company
Mm-hmm.
and that content. And the other one was just to introduce myself. When they open the website, then it would be me versus using some other platform, and they'll see my face. Or do I have to use my face right away?
No, you don't have to use your face. It really depends how you want to portray your brand, your company. Do you want to be your face forward, or do you want to have, something else?
Right now, I want to have something else, slides, and I have it already written down. I just need AI to do it.
Uh-huh. Now, my
Maybe,
pet peeve, if you have something else, you want to make sure it's unique enough that it shows it's you. So that's what most people usually they'll have their face because especially like a small business and you're like the solopreneur because you are the business and it's easier to be um unique, if you have your face.
oh my goodness.
But if you have someone else or something else,
I was gonna
you want
just
to make
do,
sure it aligns to your values and
yes,
what
yes, I
you're
have to look.
doing and you're not generic that a competitor can have the same picture. That's the main thing.
Okay. Okay. I'll run it by you once I
Uh-huh.
upload the information. I have to do it week after next. So
Because what are you thinking of using? Is it like a picture or is it a video?
I want to do the video with some slides where I want to tell them that they could use natural products versus using chemicals. And a lot of people, like, you can clean your oven with baking soda and vinegar,
Hmm.
where
Okay.
some people are allergic to things.
Yeah.
Uh, Maybe I could use the 5 suggestions that they would like, because when you go into someone's home, if they're allergic to chemicals, then they need to let you know, and you could substitute for uh,
Hmm.
the spray in the oven versus laying it with the baking soda and vinegar.
Okay.
Then if they have allergies, that's what be my concern.
Oh. Yeah, there's something that can be unique about you. Like you can have like a form or something like a little app. Like you can be like, before I take any clients, I ask them these questions. Are you allergic to anything? Do you want me to use organic products? I recommend, are you okay with me using baking soda or whatever, and you can show that in the video so people can be like, oh wow, she's real unique and she really cares about me. She's considerate, she's coming in my house and she's considerate if I'm allergic off the bat, already asking. I think that's really good. Yeah, it will make you stand out. I didn't hear.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anybody else have any questions?
Um, can you answer the last question on your slide right there about what content would you not want AI to write without your review?
Okay. Um, what content you don't want AI to write without your review? Um, yeah, that one, like let's say if you're doing a blog article, um, yeah, if you're doing a blog article, if you're doing an advertisement, you wanna like AI is gonna post something, but you also want to review it, make sure it sounds like you. You make sure it doesn't have anything generic um on it.
Okay, thank
Does
you.
that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the one thing AI does is that they don't innovate anything new. So everything that they're gathering is stuff that they find online, and they put it all together. They organize it really nicely. So you want to make sure he's not sounding way too generic. He's sounding like you. That's the one thing. They're not innovative. They just find what's online and put it together. And then the one thing, Rosalind. So yeah, so once you do that video and it's unique you and you're happy with it, then you can definitely use AI. There's a few AI softwares I can give you that they can cut up your video for you and you can repurpose different parts of the video on different platforms. You can do a reel, you can do like a 1 minute long, 10 second, 15 second, and then you can use it in multiple places. Yeah, cool.
Okay. I like that because I'm noticing that I'm doing 2 different things and having a conversation with people seeing you. You can't correct a mistake. So that's why I was asking with my video and my slides and putting me with a more value with the message. So
Mhm.
yes, the software would be easier. And I'm also working on a book. So
Awesome. Yeah, because you
I
can even
got
have
my
a
hands on.
video. Yeah, you can have a video upload to your website and then send them a link, before they even service you. So they can watch your video and they can see, and that can just, that can be automated to all your leads too. It doesn't even have to be someone
Okay.
that booked it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will have to talk about that because the constant contact and the leads, what I had got sent to me versus randomly sending it out. And I don't want to send the video and the constant contact. But then I noticed that some people are more mature in their audio and they've
Mm-hmm.
been around for a long time. So I try not to copycat people because, like you said earlier, they'll know that it's truly not you. So I appreciate that you bringing that out. People do notice, even when I'm on Facebook, I notice the content and people will respond to you. So the key points are very crucial. So thank you.
Cool. I'm glad. Hopefully that will help you. Let me know how it goes. Um, yeah, but that's true. I mean, I was reading the other day, I think 80% of all Facebook posting is AI now generated. So
Yes.
if you're unique, you're different, you're already gonna automatically stand out.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I have to do the blog, so I will be working on the blog and
Mhm.
the content of my value and my purpose. And then you said AI can't do some of the things, but you input what the values that needs to be taking place while you're
Yeah, you
inputting
can
your
train
purpose.
it. You can train it. Like you can add like your values, who are you, your founder story,
Mhm. Okay.
um, multiple things. You can continue training and show them some samples of your writing so they can start sounding like you.
Mhm.
I still haven't seen it perfect. That's why I mentioned that you want to review it because it's still I train like mine and I still like see issues sometimes, like and it's like, oh, it doesn't this you always want to correct it but
Okay.
it is getting better. Uh, as you train it more and more, you put more stuff, it does get better.
That's my challenge. I'm trying to narrow it down now so I could go and be live. I see people. I
Uh-huh.
don't want to totally be live, but only with my video with the movement. So that's important to me.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'd like to see it. Let me know when you have it. I'll
Okay.
definitely see it. Cool, guys. Anything else? Demetrius, Adrian, let me record this.
No, great session. This is great. Finally got to come in. Was a little late leaving work meeting, but hopefully I
Okay.
didn't miss anything important. Are we gonna get the slides from this or just the recording is gonna be online, right?
Yeah, the recording is gonna be, I have it on Zoom, right? I mean, not on Zoom, on YouTube. We are on Zoom, but I have it on YouTube live right now.
Okay.
And I believe after it's done on YouTube live, it stays there. I'm gonna check. But if not, I'm gonna just upload it to the YouTube channel.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on my end. Thank you for this talk. It was really great. More so just about like founder familia, but that's separate. So I could wait to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely, Adrian. Feel free to reach out. I have yeah, you can email me or I also offer a free 30-minute call and we can talk any other topic you might want to talk about.
That'd be great. Thank you.
All right, man. All right, guys, thank you for coming. And my next session will be on in 2 weeks from now. I think it's May the 14th. It'll be a Thursday. And I'll be sending invites to that as well.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
Sounds
guys.